Yo, this your boy Easy, most known unknown Easy. So coming back at y'all again. I know it's been a minute since I actually sat down and did one of these. Did a vlog, you know what I'm saying? Been busy, man. But I appreciate y'all still supporting the shorts and everything like that. Appreciate the views that I did have. And you know I'm gonna keep going. It's still on this 365 train. We coming up on the end of February. Has been trying to go hard. I think the next thing I will do is start to talk about the polls. You know, March election is coming up, so I am going focusing mainly on that until the election day, pretty much. I really want to put the information out there to the people. Hopefully, people will watch and take it in, even if they don't. I know I did it, and at least I maybe helped somebody. Maybe they might catch it, and I'm gonna just look into the people that's on, being voted for, and I'm gonna just, hey, say what I feel, say what I believe about them, and take it at that. And I will be voting this year. It's my first year voting for a long time. I think the last time I voted probably was Obama's first term. I ain't gonna even hold you like legit. I think him. No, sorry, Obama's second term. That was the last time I voted, and that was pretty much it. After that, I felt like wasn't no purpose of voting no more. But now that I'm understanding that it really does matter, and this is local, then we really need to get out here and vote and change the seats to some of these people out here, because some of them don't deserve them. And I know people that rightfully deserve them that don't really get the opportunity because of other people. Nonetheless, I wanted to come at y'all real quick and talk about something that I think I'm gonna elaborate on a little later, probably next month, probably after the whole voters turnout. But I was talking to somebody today, and I noticed that we throw the word accountability around a lot nowadays, a lot more than we used to. And I know we say the word, but it's kind of like mansplaining or misogyny and stuff like that. Like you hear the words, but they don't really have. They have a definition, but in terms of when people speak on it or say the words accountability, stuff like that, they don't really feel like they say it in the right perspective. So we say accountability more now than ever. People use these buzzwords as they call them, and it really ain't no truth to them right now. So people take accountability, but at the same time, don't take accountability. There's very little accountability out here nowadays. So it's just like the little short that I did on a woman that called black people dirty black Americans, right? And when she was challenged on it heavily, she took accountability, but really she just copped out because people was on her. The people that she was on a podcast with was on her, so she pretty much copped out. She still means what she still said what she said, and I still believe she means it. But when they put the pressure on her to be accountable, she kind of just backtracking like, oh, it's just the people I've been around, and so that just give me the right to say, well, I just feel this way about everybody in general. It's a cop out. Or I was watching Omar or me, old Meezy, however he calls himself. He's a funny dude, younger than me and stuff like that. But he was doing a blog or vlog about, I think his name is Rafiki and his OF girlfriend, or supposed to be girlfriend, whichever have you. I'm not sure. But nonetheless, he was talking about how the OF girlfriend, because I forgot her name, I don't check. So I forgot her name, but talks about how people are upset by the fact that She is on OF. She turned 18 and she got on OF. She made $1 million supposedly in the first week. And mainly the guys that are on OF registered is of course older men, probably in their late 20s or early 30s, stuff like that. And they were upset at the fact that she's able to do this. And they also feel like her mom has groomed her to become part of that lifestyle, that OF lifestyle. And it's like they want to cancel her. And I put in the comments of that very vlog that he did, well, you want to cancel her, but where's the accountability for people like Kim K, who a lot of women are a fan of, right? A lot of femininity with her and stuff like that. But she was brought up the same way. She got popular off the same type of thing. It just wasn't OF. It was the same thing. Mom sold out. Nobody bats an eye at the mom. She did that for her other daughters. Nobody bats an eye at Chris. They just say she's a good manager. I rarely hear, if ever, Chris has been canceled. Because you don't cancel her. I guess it's just like, oh, it was a survival thing. She did what she had to do, and now her family is in a better place. They're rich beyond belief. But to get rich like that, she put all her kids out there. All the kids that could sell something, she put them out there. So where's the accountability on the fact that she did that and nobody bats an eye? Nobody says that well, there is a minimal amount of people that stress the fact that Kim K was pretty much pimped out by her mom. And the rest of the family pimped out by the mom. But the overwhelming part of it is saying that she's just a good manager. That she's a great manager, even though she pimped out her kids. So there's no unrest. There's no accountability in that, right? And she would never admit to, oh, I messed up my kids. I messed over their lives and stuff like that. Because she could say, look at their lives. What part of it is messed up? Only person that's kind of messed up is Rob. But the women are doing just fine. And guess what? Now Kim K is doing what her mother did to her and Kanye West's daughter. And again, nobody's saying nothing about it. There are a few kind of drawn to it and saying, hey, this is not good. She shouldn't be out there. She's 12 years old. But if you look at the pictures of her now, she don't look 12. And again, no accountability on the mom's part. They letting essentially the child run wild with the way she's doing stuff. And it's not really free will for her. It's mainly her mom is having her do this stuff. But she's getting popular, and popularity nowadays is like coke. You need that high. You need that rush. So if you're famous nowadays and you're a child, you don't know nothing else. But there's no accountability placed on Kim K to not have her daughter out here everywhere looking like she's older than she is. The word accountability comes up a lot, but we don't actually take accountability. And we don't actually hold nobody accountable a lot nowadays. I ain't gonna say nobody, but you get my gist. Majority of the time, people don't get held accountable nowadays. There's people that are literally attempting to kill people that are getting away with it. Ahmaud Arbery almost happened if there wasn't no video of it. It would have been free game, right? The FedEx driver in down south that got chased out of a town, out of a area that he delivers to, that he was a FedEx driver in. He had the FedEx shirt, he had the FedEx truck and stuff like that. Got chased out of there with gunfire. And you know what FedEx told him to do? Go back. We just won't send you back to that block, but you should go back to work. No accountability taken nowadays. There is zero accountability. As it sits, zero accountability really happening out here nowadays. When I see kids nowadays, and you have to interact with them, right? They can treat you however they want to treat you. And a lot of times, you speak to the parents, be they black, white, Spanish, Asian, whatever have you. Nowadays, the parents are just as sensitive as the kids. So you speak to the parents about how their child might be behaving. Let's just say you talk to them and say, hey, they did this thing. I wasn't really a fan of it. I just want to tell you. Now, back in the day, if a person like me got in trouble, there was a reason, right? I knew what was going to happen to me if principal called my home. I knew. Back in the day, it was believed the school. Now, sometimes when things happen, it wasn't my fault, but I still got in trouble. I didn't like it, but nonetheless, it happened. I got over it, and I understood that maybe I just don't put myself in those type of situations again, right? Nowadays, it's believe the child no matter what. So your child could have did something, you get a call, they say, hey, your child did this, your child did that, or they bring you in and they want to discuss with you about something that happened with your child, and then you go in, you all on the defense, you ready to go to war with moms over your child. They say, hey, your child did this, you in an uproar. My child did what? My child don't do that. My child ain't like that. You rarely know how your child is these days. I get to see them a little more than you. But you want to tell me that that's not how it's happening, even though you weren't there for it. The accountability starts to escape people. When you have somebody doing something, and there is somebody that can hold them accountable, and you inform them, and you respect, maybe you shouldn't expect because people don't owe you anything, but they do owe it to the child to make sure they behave, or they owe it to the person that they watch over to take accountability. But when you say that's my apologies, when you say that's not what it is, you're allowing that person to get away with taking accountability. And kids, especially, they're going to run with that. If they can get away with it once, that's kind of how we was. We get away with it once, and once so bad, we might try it again. But when it was bad, and we knew we was going to get, oh yeah, no, I'm not going to do that no more. We went the opposite direction. Nowadays, accountability can look like, what do they call it? Gaslighting. You could try to make sure a person take accountability, and they tell you gaslighting them. There is really no such thing as accountability. And it's crazy out here, and we need to get it together. And that's just my short take on it. I'm going to come back and do a live on accountability. But right now, just appreciate y'all checking me out for this. Really think on this. Hit me up in the comment section. Please like, subscribe, and share. Appreciate y'all. This your boy Easy, most known and only Yo. So, salutes to everybody.